day and a half before we had to leave. Usually it's the night of.
Yeah! This is our first deadline we've ever met. Oh, the whole axle's broke. There's a high chance that Matt's gonna disqualify us from the event. All right, we hope you guys enjoyed the Off-Road Games video where the Jalopy won the event. Good job on winning, Team Robby, yeah! Rich Rebuilds did awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for your amazing driving. I'd like to thank all my friends, and I'd like to thank Matt, and I'd like to thank you guys and everybody that made this dream come true to where the Jalopy XJK could win the Off-Road Games. Yeah. I hope you guys loved the blue. I haven't even seen the blue yet because today we're getting this thing sanded and we're gonna get it painted. And guess what? We got a big announcement. Look who's back. Thank you, BFGoodrich Tires. They are now helping us out again. Let's go check out what they got us. We got the brand new, all redesigned 33-inch max tires. So what you have here is the all-new BFGoodrich Mud Terrain TA KM3 Moab Edition 42-inch tire. Okay, this is a brand new compound they just came out with. It's a hybrid. It's in between a sticky and a normal tire, but it's a DOT rated tire. Now this thing is amazing. So we're gonna be installing these 33-inch max tire pluses on the Jalopy Jeep today. So I'll tell you guys a little bit more about these later, but the team has a lot to do. I'm going to get my son some braces this morning. So I'm gonna take a little Riker over to the orthodontist and get that done, and I'll be back. We've got fuel wheels up on the Jeep frame. We got our 33-inch tires right here. We're gonna be installing them. Once we install them on the Jeep, we're gonna make sure that they're gonna clear everything. So we're gonna be flexing this bad boy out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's the energy we're looking for. Look at that, 33-inch tire maxes. We got our brand new set of 33-inch tire maxes that are going on this Jeep.
What are you doing today, Hector?
Yes.
What?
Aquí.
Sand?
Sand. Vamos a alistarla hoy toda. Dejarla lista. Quedar espero. Vamos a desarmar los stores, las luces, fenders, quitar emblemas, los protectores de los vidrios y empezar a lijar. 320, maybe 600.
10 minutes?
10 minutes. Y terminar de alistarla.
Do you want to win the side-by-side? Well, I want you to win the side-by-side. This is a brand new 2025 CF Moto U-Force U10 Pro. This thing's a 3-seater, it's red, it's beautiful. I can't wait for you to win it. Head over to RobbyLayton.com for every $5 you spend. Get yourself entered and win this sweet red side-by-side.
We're getting that Jeep frame down because if you notice, it's got some nice wheels on it. We're gonna be stealing those for the Jalopy build, but kind of put it up in storage. So we gotta get it out, take those off, put some other tires on it, and put it back up.
What's your plan, everyone?
My plan is to get in that telehandler right there.
A warm, cozy telehandler?
It's not too warm, but... And then lift Owen and the... I ain't riding up with you, driving. I climbed myself up. Okay, monkey, climb.
Yes?
Yeah.
Inteligente, man.
Got the tires off of the frame. I was gonna say it was a rock crawler. It's just a frame of one. But we got them off, we got them into the shop, so now I'm gonna start taking out 1,000 bolts and get these beadlocks off. We can put our new set of tires on them.
Our new 33s?
Our new 33s, yeah, because these are 39s, so these won't work for the competition. So we can put our 33 tire maxes on to be within regulation. In case you're wondering, that's not really the right way to do it. You're supposed to pull the valve stem out and let the air out before you take these off, but if you just take all the bolts out halfway, it just airs itself down. So Okay, so to pop the inner bead, we're using the new Hoffman tire machine. All the tires are off the rims, so as soon as Robby gets back, we can put the new tires on the rims.
All right, the highly anticipated Moab Edition 42-inch BFGoodrich KM3 is here. This is a DOT rated tire. You guys, I can't wait to convert this into a 33-inch tire max for the Jalopy build. But right now, these are 42-inch KM3s. BFGoodrich finally listened and built the greatest tire to ever walk the earth. Feast your eyes. Now we're gonna be coupling these on these fuel beadlocks, the 17s. I'm so excited. That poor Jalopy, those poor little twig axles. Yeah, come on, help me with this. They're so heavy. No, just, yeah, you're a mountain man. Try the other side. Okay, clickety clackety. Hey, yeah!
Remember his donkey kick
Hey, yeah!
one day?
Hillbilly, go donkey kick your own.
Ride the ball.
All right.
That's smooth.
We'll get it, don't you worry.
I think you're beating Hillbilly.
I'm about to. This is what he's gonna do to your face if you mess with him.
One eternity later.
All right, this is the part where we edit it to look like it went in one kick. We got 3 more to do like this. Oh, actually, we should let's go get the ring.
Yeah, might as well do it right
Yeah,
here.
we'll do the ring on it. We'll do it one at a time. So we're gonna set the bottom bead and then we'll set the air pressure to 8 PSI. All right, tire number 2, done.
Just finishing up the last one.
Oh. What is that?
It's hot.
That's Hillbilly lubricant. You've been watching Cops again. Told you guys stop watching those Cops while you work. And so, like, that's a lot of.
These 33-inch maxes are big. We might have to do some clearance. And all right, so what we're doing is we're going from 5 lug to 8 lug. So this is Jeep to 8 on 6.5. These new adapters did not come with lug nuts, so let's go to the lug nut factory and find some. Okay, got a whole pack. Luckily, when I buy stuff, I buy like 20 too many. So when we need stuff, we got it.
It's good habit to have.
Yeah. Put that jack down and see what this looks like. It really didn't like raise it much.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Raised it what?
That's so much bigger. Okay. Oh, God. Hector, do you love it? Like that? Hector, are we cheating? No, go. No.
No.
Not cheating. This is legit. All right, so Hillbilly's gonna get the rest of the tires on, and we're gonna take this thing outside and chuck them just to see if the 33-inch tire maxes are too big. But if you guys need a set of 42-inch, 17-inch, DOT-approved KM3s, go check them out. BFGoodrich just came out with them. They're the Moab Edition. They are an amazing tire. I cannot wait to put these out on the sand, put them on the rocks, and have Rich Rebuilds driving this puppy. This thing is gonna be unstoppable. Then we're taking this up hanging tree.
So now we gotta find a little spacer so we can kick these out just a hair because we're hitting the brake caliper.
All right, spacers we got for the wheels don't fit, don't clear the brakes like Hillbilly was talking about, so we're bolting the spacers that came off the Jeep in the rear originally and put these on, then we can put those on and we'll be fine.
All right, so Hillbilly went to Napa to get some acorn lug nuts. So I want to show you guys something from our friends over at Harbor Freight. So a couple videos ago, we were working on King Fred, and you guys saw that we were working on the electrical, and we have so much electrical supplies now that we have nowhere to put them. So reached out to Harbor Freight, and they gave us this US General 34-inch service cart. So here's the plan, okay? Let me show you. Okay, you can see this thing is super sweet. It's all blue, like we like. And we've got our electrical cart over here, our Wire Pro, and I bet you can't guess what we're gonna do with both of them. Okay, stop guessing. Obviously, we're gonna put the Wire Pro on top of this. So, we're gonna be taking this top off, and we are going to be modifying that to go up, to attach to here. And this is gonna become our new wiring cart. Wire's gonna all be on top. It's gonna be fully organized. It's gonna be on wheels. It's gonna be amazing. So I know there's a stigma behind Harbor Freight, but guess what? I have had that Icon wall box for almost a year now. And honestly, don't even miss my other boxes. This thing is amazing. I have zero complaints other than some of the drawers are hard to pull out, but let me show you something. Harbor Freight made it easy. There's actually an adjuster right here. So you can make it stiff. You adjust those where it locks in and it's stiff, or make it a super soft open. See that? Way easier. So they're adjustable for different styles of pull, but this box, we had it filled up immediately. I have zero complaints about it. Holds my tools. You can lock it all up. Every single thing fits inside of it. It's got lights. It's amazing. Love this Icon wall box. That US General is not gonna let us down. This overgrown cart of things is gonna look really good attached to that. Check out how good this is. Unlock it. Amazing. So we're just about ready to go to lunch. The guys just about have the wheels all put on the Jalopy. And we're gonna show you how cool that is. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna be doing some modifications. So I don't wanna lose this space up here. So we might end up cutting this out. I don't know yet. Haven't figured it out, but we're gonna wanna make sure we can utilize all this space. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something. All right, so as you can see, these 42-inch KM3 BFGoodrich tires are amazing, but they're actually illegal for the games. So we're not gonna run them. So we literally just did this as a segment so we can see what it looks like if it were allowed to run 42-inch tires. So I think it's lunchtime. So, should we go to lunch?
Yep.
All right, so it's time for lunch.
Hold on. We need to modify these tires.
I am not a part of this cheating.
You don't need to be part of this cheating. You're part of all the other cheating.
Whoa! What the heck? I swear we put 42-inch tires on this.
Not anymore.
Hillbilly, we got 33s.
We're legal.
We're legal now.
No.
Yes. Yeah, look at that. We are. I can't even believe it. What the heck? Why is this side? Why is it all getting lopsided? Oh, because we have 42s on the other side. We better get some 33-inch tires on that other side too, little Misty.
I think quite a few people are putting 33-inch tire max on there.
Are they doing 33? Is other? What?
I think so. I heard the Peck brothers modified their tires.
Did they? We should have copyrighted the 33-inch Tire Max brand before other people used that. But you know what? We're now running 33-inch Tire Maxes, and we are legal. I think we need to pull this outside before lunch and take a look at it. You know what? Actually, I think we need to FaceTime Matt and show him. This is a perfect opportunity for Matt to see our new tires. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good.
So we had a question. I just was wondering if we could show you the Jalopy and see if it's okay. Our 33-inch Tire Maxes showed up, and we caged it. We also put a windshield in it, and we put a roof, and we put headlights. But I'm not sure if it's legal anymore.
Well, here's the deal. It looks like you just read all the rules.
So look at this.
Broke every single one of them in order.
No, we didn't. Look. Those are 33s.
Okay, so one rule. You followed one rule.
Yeah. So we followed all the rules. but I am a little bit concerned about the roof panel that we have for it. So we'll bring some tools just in case you want to disqualify us for that. But we are going to paint it. It is sanded, but this thing is, I mean, we don't want rich rebuilds to get hurt. It's an aluminum one we bought at a yard sale. Yeah. So, and then look at this. We put a JK windshield in it.
For you to bring it down, and I'm just gonna kick you out.
Conversation's over. I have to go. There's a high chance that Matt's gonna disqualify us from the event. I'm going to lunch. All right, so we're gonna see if these 33-inch tires will flex.
That's pretty impressive.
All right, so right there we are flexed out. There's oodles of room up front. Oh, that's so awesome. That makes me so happy. How much room do we got?
37.5.
Are you sure he didn't say this thing has to flex over 33 inches? Nah.
Yeah, I think that's what the rule said.
Yeah, I think that's what
Has to have 33 inches of flex. Is that how much it's got?
it is.
Does have 37?
Yeah.
See if my 37-inch tire will roll under it. Oh yeah. It's fine with me. I think that's plenty. Oh, we are bumped out here, so that's cool. We're bumped out in the rear. No, we're not. Should we put bigger bump stops on the rear? No, probably.
We can do a block up the center like the front has.
I think if we trim that back,
It'll go a little more and we'll be fine.
well, and then we'll just let it rub.
Yeah.
We'll let it rub through.
I trim this side so we can look, if you lift the back,
Uh-huh.
if we roll it forward and lift that tire, I trim some of that in there and we'll
Okay,
see if
so
we
we'll-
need to go more.
So we'll do that and flex it out and just look at it the opposite way. But
Yeah.
that's pretty dang good for a Jalopy Jeep.
Don't forward a hair so you're not pulling that tire away.
It touched right as that tire started to lift. You got it, Sean. You got to come look at this.
That's so, like, perfect.
Sean, if you didn't know any better, you'd have thought this thing was built for this.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. All right. We have figured out that our Jalopy is a wheeling machine.
Estamos lijando el techo del Jeep 320 por fuera y por dentro. Ya lo listo para pintura. El Matt no quería techo en el Jeep, pero no digan nada. Y vamos por los Offroad Games. Vamos a ganarlos.
Okay, so as you can see, we got the Jeep in the air, the Jalopy Jeep in the air, and that's because I'm going to take the front differential cover off and figure out why the electric locker's not working. Once I get that figured out, then I'll go move to the rear, take that off, and just check out the gears on front and rear to make sure there's good, no cracks, no chipped teeth, none of that stuff that can cause us to be put out in the record games or the off-road games. Had to get my bigger gun. My little quarter didn't have enough in it with that small battery.
That's freaking cool though. It's got 513 gears like we thought.
Yeah.
We knew it was 5 somethings. So it's got an electric locker in it. We're gonna try to see why it won't lock out. If we have to, we'll pull it apart and do something. We can also get this off and out of the way. And then our PSP stuff, we can take that off, get it out of the way. Just so it's out of your way. And then, well, you can even take that off, just get it. Like if we have to pull that up, pull it off.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going over. I feel like something's up with that ring. Hillbilly's gonna pull the rear cover off. I'm not an expert when it comes to e-lockers, but we'll see. In the meantime, I'm gonna go start taking my cart apart and possibly start putting all my wiring stuff on top of it. Roll it.
So you can hear something clicking, but it's not actuating this out far enough. But I can go like this, and it locks in, and both sides lock up.
And it doesn't tick anymore.
Hey, you're locked in, Robby. Put it on.
See, it moves more than the other.
Stronger.
For the Trailblazer off-road recovery.
Oh, something's out.
Is there something out?
Look in there.
Won't let it.
Hey, you reached Colt. Leave a message after the beach.
No one answers.
What is it? No answer Thursday?
Nobody answers. I was gonna get $1 million if you answered.
He's gonna get what?
I was gonna get $1 million if I called the one person in my phone that would answer, and I called you.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
It failed
I
me.
was talking to my daughter.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah. Sorry.
On the front of a jalopy, it's got stand-up 44s with e-locker.
Yeah.
The e-locker does not want to engage.
Tries.
It tries, but it won't.
Is this a factory locker?
Yes.
Okay. So
We can take a pry bar and we can pry it over
slide that over
and it
it'll
locks right up.
engage.
Yep. But it sits in ticks. So when you have power to it, it'll go click, 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 and it won't catch.
Yeah, so the magnet is weak. It takes a few hours. Oh, you gotta tear the whole front end apart, roll the locker out, replace the magnet. You can get one off Amazon for a couple $100, and then it takes about a day to swap everything out, put it back together.
It literally takes a day.
Well, I mean, you just gotta pull it all apart, roll it out. I mean, we usually build like around 6 or 7 hours for it.
Okay. So I mean, obviously axle's got to come out
Yeah, axles.
and then carrier.
Yeah, you gotta take the carrier out, and then you pull the magnet off, which I think you gotta pull one bearing off, if I remember right. You gotta pull a bearing off, and then pull the magnet off, and then press the bearing back on, and then it just goes right back together.
Okay. You know, but I did find out it is 513 gears.
Gotcha.
So how many teeth do you think we're gonna lose on that?
It usually loses to don't let it hop.
So as long as we don't hop it, these 33-inch tires will be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, if it hops with those tires on, yeah.
Those tires. Pfft, these are 33-inch max tires.
Yeah, whatever, but those tires. I don't care what you want to call them. Those tires.
Yeah. That's what we should put on the outside. Those tires.
Those tires.
Voy a ayudar a Roy a instalar el set de ruedas giratorias de la nueva caja de herramienta. Castle Wheels. Sí, Castle Wheels.
Beautiful.
Y la manija de transporte. ¿Listo? ¿Quedan instaladas las ruedas? Y la manija. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'll help you. Hey, good. Good English.
Yeah. Little.
Yeah?
All right, so I just jumped on Amazon and I've got the new e-locker magnet coming. It was $97. So we're running out of budget here. It'll be here Saturday, so we'll get this thing painted before we do the e-locker. No big deal. I also got 2 sensors and 2 idiot lights so that we know when the lockers are engaged. So this thing is gonna be a rig. It might have axles that leave the chat, but we'll deal with that as it comes. So Hector just got this put together. I'm gonna pull the top off and we're gonna start figuring out how to get that Wire Pro kit up on here. That's gonna be fun. Sean's doing some trimming, Hector doing some housekeeping, Hillbilly's doing hillbilly things. Yeah.
Oh, sparks are flying. He's gonna hit me.
Easy.
Easy, homie. Yeah. Hector's still on our wheels because he's got a toolbox that doesn't have them.
Yes, man. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
English.
Thank you.
Oh.
It's like an edge protector. That way we don't have no sharp edges to get scratched or cut from.
Muy bien, empezamos atrás de lijar. Falta la compuerta de atrás y el lado izquierdo y el capó. 3:20, finalizamos.
10 minutes. 5 minutes.
3 days.
3 days.
All right, to make sure we don't cut the tire, it can rub on the outside of the flare because it's round. But back in here, we want to make sure so we trimmed a little more off so we can get this thing painted. We got a little floppy problem, but it'll be okay when the flare's bolted out.
Yeah, it'll be holding right in place.
It'll hold it right in place. So.
All right, I gotta show you guys some. Everybody here, everybody that's here. I don't see anybody. Oh, Hector. It's me and Hector. Right now, Robby's gone, took the girls to dance. And so I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna start sanding, helping Hector sand so we can get this thing sanded, because the word is we're gonna paint this thing tomorrow. Hector said I could start sanding on the hood. He's giving me the orders now. He said, start sanding the hood. Well, he does the rest. So, you know, I'm gonna jump in, start sanding. So it's just me and Hector. I don't think Sean's left. Sean's probably doing his other things. He got the hood latches welded on, looking beautiful, both sides. Hood's tight. What do you think, Hector? Me and you tonight, huh? Sanding brothers.
Seguro. Pero, ya
Yeah.
casi acabamos.
See? So Hector got these headphones that translate, so it's a little delayed. So I'll say something to him and he'll sit there for a minute, like 1 minute. And then he starts laughing, especially if I tell him something funny. He'll start laughing. It's pretty technology's awesome. So see, he's listening right now. Man, I said that much.
Ya te entiendo, parce.
Let's get sanded.
Yes.
We got the hood sanded. Hector's taking off the grill so he can 320 it. I'm working on these bars. Robby came in for a minute. Robby said 320 all the bars here because we're painting them blue. And then he said right here, but this has that mill scale on it. The 320 will not touch it. Went down to, I think I'm going to go to like an 80 and see if I can get that mill scale. Actually, I might even go get the grinder. Grind the mill scale off and then go up from there on the sanding. We got to take the mirrors off. Confirm with Robby, take the mirrors off, take the door handles off. Let me tell you this. At first, there's no, don't take the door handles off. Don't take the mirrors off. It's just a jalopy. But I knew it was coming, and I probably would have been more shocked if Robby would have let us leave the door handles on. Robby's a professional painter. Even though this is a jalopy build, and the paint's going to be nice. The paint's going to be sprayed on nice, but the surface, it's not the best. But I think it's eating Robby that if we were just to like mask the handles off, I think it would just eat at him, because that's not what you really do as a professional. You don't mask the handles off. So he finally came out and said, if you just pull the inner door panels, the handles are easy to take off. I was like, dude, it's fine. We got it. Cody's going to remove the glass from the window and we're going to sand it so it's ready to be painted.
You're going to try to get the windshield out? Well, we're going to get it out, if it breaks or not. We don't want the paint peeling on this thing. It's got to look pretty.
All right, it is the next day. I didn't even tell you guys when me and Hector finished last night. It was late, but we got the window sanded and we're all here, right, bushy-tailed.
Just burning off. The outside needs off now. This probably got a bad head gasket or something. Anyway, the guy stayed late last night, got this all sanded. We're gonna get it masked up and in that booth and get it sprayed blue.
All right, it got pulled out from behind the desk again. Thank gosh, it's getting boring. So we're getting ready to start on the jalopy. It's in the booth. All the boys got it in their mask, pre-cleaned and ready to go for me. I'm doing this because Robby's taking off for, I think, Braden's birthday. So I'm gonna get this under etch, sealer, and base for him, and then he'll come back and finish it later. So right now we're gonna head in and get some the etch primer on it, let it kick, and then we'll be back for sealer. Okay, we got done with the etch prime. It's kicking, breathing off for 15 minutes. We'll be going in mixing sealer here in just a little bit, so we can get a coat of sealer on this, and we'll come in with a coat of base. Okay, now we're getting ready to mix up the sealer. We're using G7 on this, which is the dark darkest gray, almost black on the PPG's G scale. Forgot to show this to begin with, but it's time for blow tack and stab. Okay, we're gonna lay down some sealer. All right, we've got her sealed. From the looks of it so far, this is going to be our most flawless paint job to date. So we'll give it a little bit for the sealer to kick off, then we'll come back in and get the color on it. What color are we going, Owen?
All right, I think we're going blue.
Blue? Like always? Ah, well, we'll see when we get back in here in the booth and see what we're spraying, so be back in a minute. Looks like it's King Fred blue, man.
All right, you guys, I am here at 2 o'clock in the morning. Nobody was with me, so we weren't able to film this, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a recap on the Jalopy Jeep and what took place the last 2.5 hours. So today, we made a decision. We were painting the Jalopy King Fred blue. I had an extra gallon because I only used one. So check it out. The Jalopy is King Fred flame blue. Now, I wanted to make every single vehicle in my fleet a different color, but you know what? This just might be our flagship color. Love it. Turned out awesome. This Jalopy is looking super jalopinous, but it's super late. So I'm gonna hurry and show you guys what this looks like, and I'm headed home to go to sleep. Now the guys will be here in the morning. They're gonna get some steering put in it. They're gonna get an exhaust put in it and get that front axle torn apart so we can get a new magnet in that e-locker. I'm super tired, but I do have a dance competition tomorrow. Sweet little Adley is dancing in Richfield, Utah at a dance competition. So wish her some luck. We're gonna be down there hanging out the whole day, so you won't see me till the following day. Anyway, we have an awesome team. These guys have crushed it on the Jalopy. We're gonna make it to the off-road games, as you guys have already seen because the video's already done. But you're here watching this because you guys support us and we love you guys. But 2 coats of 530 PPG clear, 2 coats of base. Cody sealed it. Cody based the first coat. I put 2 extra coats on it and I cleared it. And it turned out awesome. That's the great thing about having a team. They pick up the pieces when I'm not able to. Now, I can't tell you how hard it was to paint over dents, but you know what? That's the point of this. It's Jalopy, and it is an awesome Jalopy. So I can't wait to get this thing out on the sand, see what it's gonna do, but it is tomorrow.
Next morning, Robby done a way good job on painting, Robby and Cody. So let's get this thing unmasked, move back over to the lift, and start to do steering and exhausts.
All right, so I'm up here, I'm getting all the steering out so we could swap it out with all our new PSC stuff. So got the pump pulled off, getting the box pulled off. I'm trying to keep the lines connecting the two so we don't have a big mess. And we'll just pull them out together because it's all getting replaced.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
We're gonna use this 90, that 90, straight. We're done.
Sweet.
Okay, so I just got the steering link, whatever you call this one, I don't know. Steering link unhooked. So now the box is unbolted. It's all ready to come out. So now I just got to figure out how to get it all out without pulling the hoses so I don't make a big mess.
Owen, just so you know, these are called drag link. When it goes from the gearbox to the spindles, a drag.
Okay, there's all the old stuff out. I'm not gonna be using any of that.
And just like that, exhaust system is complete into a muffler. Now I just got to weld on the hangers so that way it doesn't move and rattle, and then the exhaust will be 100% done. I was getting ready to lower it down, and then I remembered we still have to put spring stopper from falling outers.
Oh, no,
I got this side done. On the bottom, I still gotta do the top, and then this side I do the bottom, and that side I do the top.
Stuff's going together really easy because it was all made for a JK. It's kind of weird because it kind of looks like an XJ. but underneath it's all JK. So it's going together really easy. I got the ram mounted. Still need to fully weld that. Boxes mounted, pumps mounted. Now I can start putting lines in and the new reservoir.
All right, I just want to get on here and point something out. It's somebody's birthday, so I'm not gonna point to whoever it is or just tell you guys who it is, but he's the big, what are you today? 28? Me? Yeah. 25?
21.
21 years old. Big happy birthday to Hillbilly.
Happy birthday to you.
So if you guys are watching this, he's in here working on his birthday.
All right, we got the front straps tacked in place. Take the straps off, Hillbilly will weld them up, and we'll be good to go.
Okay, we got majority of everything underneath done. Now we're gonna lower it down, finish everything on top for the steering, and then we're gonna start it and see if it's quieter. He's switching the lines over because he has them backwards, and he needs to get something to catch the fluid in before it goes all over the ground, so that way we can use it because it is blue, and we don't know if there's something special about that fluid, so. So we've gotten a lot accomplished. We have more we need to accomplish, but it's lunchtime, so we'll be back. Just like that, we're back from lunch. I came back a little early and got the tire pulled off this side, front tire pulled off this side, the brake caliper pulled off, and starting to disassemble this front axle because we have to get the axle shafts out in order to drop the gears out to replace that magnetic locker. So all I got to do now is I'm going to drop the tie rod on this side, go to that side, loosen that tie rod, drop it out, undo the nuts completely, and pull the tie rod completely out. So that way I can move these freely without having to move it with the steering wheel.
I'm just scuffing the cage and rock sliders and stuff like that. Everything that's going black, it's all just getting rattle canned. So just scuffing it, getting off the surface rust and giving it a nice kind of scuffing it so the paint sticks good, and then we'll come through and rattle can everything black.
Just like that. Okay, one thing that Robby said that we needed to do is unbolt the shocks completely, so that way when we have to unbolt it for the one challenge that's no shock challenge, the bolts are easy to undo. We'll fight here at the shop instead of out there on the course. Working on the rear shocks, got the bottom one loose and it slides in and out with ease. Top one, I'm still fighting to figure out what size the bolts are. Had a 19, it was way too big, so I went and grabbed a 15, and it's too small. I think it's gonna be a 17. So at the end of the day, we're all tired, beat.
And the birthday boy day.
Come along, we got a lot done, but there's still quite a bit more to do.
All right, it is the next day, and we have this jalopy looking complete. Owen got all the flares on, Sean got the windshield on, Hillbilly's doing wiring, I'm gonna wire the headlights. We've got a few little minor things to do before we go and test drive this, and we're taking this back to the rocks where we were unsuccessful on climbing the big rock. Now that we have lockers, gears, 33-inch tires, we're gonna go conquer it. All right, so I'm going to get all my two headlight LP6s hooked up. So I found me a wiring harness, chopping it out. This is what I love about Baja Designs, is they send me wiring harnesses and I can just chop stuff out of it and use what I need to use. High beams, low beams, backlight, and a ground. Now you don't want to turn your high beams and low beams on at the same time. Just got to remember that, but we'll hook them into three different switches. Just drill and tap into the cage right there. And then that can just follow that down. We are going to have to do a filler panel. We don't have to do it until after, Sean. So we're going to mount the S-Pod up here. Then we got triple gauges here. With that mounted, I'm going to finish wiring. Then we're going for a test drive.
The locker wires ran for the second time.
See that behind me? Look at that new wire cart. Roll it right up, you got everything. Everything you need.
Made it real nice when I was doing the wiring for the rear axle.
Yeah.
I just hooked them to the connector on the plug and then drug the plug completely back. Come up here.
That's what it's... All right, we are wired. All right, we officially have the Jalopy Jeep finished. We're taking this back to our little secret rock spot, and we're gonna see if this will crawl now.
Wait, you said finished? That means that we was done a day and a half before we had to leave. Usually it's the night of.
Yeah, it's our first deadline we've ever met in our whole lives. All right, I am so excited. We are taking the Jalopy back up to the rocks, and we're gonna go and see how it does. We're also taking the CF Moto U10 Pro 6-seater. We got the guys going in that. That thing is a beast. So don't forget, we got a U10 3-seater we're giving away on the website right now. For every $5 you spend, you're getting entered. Ends on like the 9th of April or something. Head to the website for all the details. Don't wait. It's sick. All right, so the temp gauge is saying that we're at 270 degrees and we're spewing out. So we're thinking we either have thermostat issue or possibly a water pump issue. So I think we're gonna change them both, but we're here. Oh well, I mean, we got coolant down the whole side. Hector's gonna hate us. We're gonna try to climb these rocks real quick and just see if the Jalopy's ready for the games. And then we'll go back and figure that out. AJ, you ready? Good.
You're like right on this wrong slider and your back tire's not far from gripping.
Couple pieces that are supposed to be in there are not together anymore.
Oh, hold up. It's bent completely. Oh.
It's broken.
Yeah. That's what the...
No, that. Is that
yeah. And it's just messing it up even more.
Yeah.
The axle.
It needs a new axle. Yeah. I think there's a few things that we need to fix.
Oh, the whole axle's broke.
It wasn't until you kept going, but
That's fine.
it's all right.
Well, you know what? We found some weak points. Now we're stuck, so that's a problem. But now we gotta find axle shafts.
You guys can't work here. And a tie rod.
Well, I guess we'll see you at the games. Well, you guys have already seen it at the games, so I guess we'll go fix it and get it ready and test it at the games.
There's water. It's broken.
All right, so we took it out, we tested it, we broke it, we have oil leaking, we have coolant leaking, we have a broken axle, but we're gonna make it to the game, because if you never quit, you'll never fail. Thanks for watching.